Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Los Angeles Chargers.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Love's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The numbers last week for Tunyon, 6 catches, 55 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Love looking to throw it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chargers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Love from the gun. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Love going to give this one to Jones. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Love. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Second and 5. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man open. It's Chase. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll look to throw again. First down and more for Allen. And down to the 16-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. 4 yards remain on 2nd down, ball on the 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now Love. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They hand this off to Harris. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's McKenzie. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Jones. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And to the right side here, it's Allen. That catch good for only a couple. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his target, Allen. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Boswell's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11.
Looking to throw.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. that is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Boswell's kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. He's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
They tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And now the Packers get set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is recovered by the Chargers. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This from 36 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Or if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Play fake. Here's Love. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now a second down and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Love now.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
On second down, this is Harris. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The Chargers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
This is Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
7 yards, the pickup there.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's Harris. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Boswell's kick is good.
And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Love's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Love from the gun. Quick slant here to Smith. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Love now to pass on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Love. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Love's throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Touchdown, Packers! Traquan Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we're getting a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, they'll step aside. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This one from 35 yards away. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Pass complete, Tunyon. And that's going to be a first down to the 35 as the clock continues to run. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Love's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Chargers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7.